stop the presses, put down that remote, and call the neighbors. It's time again for your favorite half hour of the week. Yes.
What is it?
It's the newest edition of your Kingsport Chamber Zone, the show that's all about this great city of Kingsport and your Kingsport Chamber of Commerce. I am Bob Figgins with your Kingsport Chamber.
Yes, you are.
And she's my good friend, co-host, and dining companion, Laura Woods with Care Centers Management Consulting.
Yes, I am.
And we're coming to you from Kingsport's newest restaurant, one that's very, very popular, very, very crowded, East Coast Wings and Grill here on Stone Drive.
We've actually had to stand in front of the door just to slow the flow of traffic because everybody's coming to check out this fantastic restaurant. Has an amazing menu, so many things that are even unique here to the Kingsport location, but everything that you could ask for, from an appetizer to your main course to, of course, the scrumptious desserts. And if you want wings, they have the sauce for you. In fact, 75 flavors. They range from everything from mild, Bob Speed, to the one that is called Insanity, which I think you have to
more along the lines of how Laura is.
Correct. I think you have to sign like a waiver, like if you can manage to eat it, they put your face on the wall. I mean, all sorts of great things. You've got to come check it out. It's located on Stone Drive across from the Kingsport Pavilion, a family-friendly restaurant, great atmosphere. We can't wait to tell you all about it.
Now, another reason there's a huge crowd here, not because we're taping, obviously, but your Kingsport Chambers After Hours is being hosted here tonight by East Coast Wings and Grill, and it's being co-hosted by your Kingsport Chambers Leadership Kingsport Program.
We're alums.
Huh?
We're alums.
We are alums somehow. Laura is also an alum of Shout, and we should mention that Laura is also the chair, and she does in everything she does. Get ready, because this is a compliment coming from me to Laura. It's rare. She's doing her usual, absolutely amazing job chairing Leadership Kingsport. I know, steady, especially for me. We'll tell you all about this very vital program, how it continues to give life to our community's dreams, and drum roll, we have a big reveal on tonight's show. We're going to tell you who the new recipient is of this year's Leadership Kingsport Distinguished Leadership Award.
Can't wait for that.
A very deserving individual.
Yeah, it's going to be a great interview. Then we have a very special campaign to tell you about because it's a very special program here in our community, and it is part of the Wellmont Foundation's NICU Next Generation campaign. For those of you who may not be familiar with it, NICU means the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. It's located at Holston Valley Medical Center, and it is providing miracle and life to special needs babies all across our community. A very worthwhile.
No. We've got people coming out. This is how busy it is.
I almost had to be taken to the hospital on that one. Scared me just a little bit. It's a great campaign, though. It's given life to so many babies in our region, and now it's time to equip it for the next generation of miracle babies. We'll have a very special feature about that and how you can help out on this campaign.
As you know, I could personally talk about the NICU for the rest of the shows throughout the rest of the year. Our baby Higgs was born there, spent a week there, and the NICU is just a phenomenal department at Holston Valley Medical Center. They do so much. Nearly more than 9,000 babies have been born there and been given life to over the past 26 years. So look forward to that very important effort. Also looking forward to this show tonight from East Coast Wings and Grill. But before we get to all these great guests and sample some of those entrees, let's roll with your upcoming Kingsport Chamber news and events. We are very happy now to be joined by our host for tonight's Kingsport Chamber Zone, not only because he's a great guy, but look what's in front of us that he brought us.
He feeds us.
In 12 seasons, I think this is the first time we've ever had a guest to bring food to us during the interview. So we're going to let him
from. Music to my ears.
Oh, absolutely. So we're going to let him talk. We're not even going to ask him questions. Laura and I are just going to eat.
I'm just going to eat.
That's right.
You guys go.
We may ask a question or two. We are happy to be joined by the district manager for East Coast Wings and Grill, John Hearns III. Now, some of you may recognize him because he grew up here, and he is the son of John Hearns II, who was the very first general manager at the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. So, John, welcome back to Kingsport, and congratulations on East Coast Wings and Grill.
We appreciate it. We're so excited to be opening Kingsport now. East Coast Wings and Grill is a great company, a great brand to work for. Been around for a little over 10 years. The brand itself has a wide variety menu and we focus on fresh and quality products. So it's a very exciting company to work for. I'm happy to be here in Kingsport again. Our Our Johnson City store is doing very well, and we hope that our Kingsport store will get up and running as well.
We do love a new restaurant in Kingsport.
Oh, absolutely.
We will come out for that.
And from the sound of the big crowd behind us, I think you're already doing very well here. We haven't even cut the ribbon yet at this point, so you're already doing very well.
Well, you mentioned, of course, great food here, fresh food here, and you can just see from a sampling of how appetizing it is. So talk to us a little bit about what's on the menu, which, as I understand it, is unique to the Kingsport location, or new to the Kingsport location anyway.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We rolled out with a new menu for the Kingsport location. The whole brand did. Our headquarters is located in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. The Kingsport location was the 32nd store that opened, and we decided to roll out with a new menu. It's a wide variety menu. Not only do we have jumbo wings with 75 of our signature flavors, but we do have a wide variety of things, salads, wraps, our appetizers, and a big selection of a little Tex-Mex dishes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could take you a while to order because they have so many delicious items on this menu. And
that's how we keep coming back, Bob.
I know it, yeah. You should spend the whole year here. But you tell us about those 75 flavors of sauce, all original.
You know what? The great thing about our restaurant is we try and make everything to the customers however the customer would like it. The 75 flavors, we have a great executive chef. His name's Steve Hutchins. He's actually created a proprietary blend of all these flavors, none of which have any MSG. And as well as the 75 flavors, they're broken down into different categories, 9 barbecue flavors, the islands, just to name a few.
I think, Bob, is Insanity the hottest one that you have?
It is. We have 9 heat levels. The highest
Feel the
is
heat.
Insanity.
I think Bob's trying that later on.
Okay. Well, you have to sign a waiver, Bob. But,
okay.
You have your attorney here to review it for you.
Good. I may need that.
Fantastic.
Maybe a paramedic, too.
Right.
Well, and obviously you could just make a meal out of the appetizers or the other fabulous things that you have as the main dishes, but you'd be remiss if you overlooked the great desserts that you have on the menu. Talk to us about this.
Oh my gosh, I can't even describe all the desserts. We have the original cookie skillet with some ice cream and chocolate fudge on top. We also have a rerun dessert, which is our S'morelicious souffle with brownies, grahams, and chocolate. It is to die for. It really is.
Yes, I'll have those. Bob, what do you have?
I know you could just come here just for the dessert after a movie or after you shop or something. I don't know if you could get through all the appetizers and entrees and have room for dessert. So.
Well, as John mentioned, that's why they have such a broad menus, because you want people to continue coming back. That's and another way that you keep people coming back is your rewards program.
Our rewards program is a benefit to every single customer. Every dollar you spend goes to your point total. When you get to 100 points, you get $5 off. You also get $10 to spend during your birthday month and during your anniversary month. So if you don't have an anniversary, your favorite month will work.
Just pick a month, right?
That's right. That's right.
Now tell us about the decision of going. You're located here on Stone Drive, across from Kingsport Pavilion Shopping Center, where Target, Kohl's, Dick's Sporting Goods, Books A Million, all those stores are located. So tell us about why it was important for you to locate here and how that's helped you.
Yeah, you know, we did feel that this location itself was very valuable to the community. Being on this side of John B. Dennis is developing very rapidly, and we wanted to be a part of that. Many residences around here as well as businesses, and we just felt that we really needed a family-oriented restaurant on this side of town.
Really easy to get to.
Oh, absolutely. Great, convenient. And John, tell us your hours of operation here at East Coast Wings and Grill and where we can find more information on all of your wonderful items.
Of course, you could always check out our Facebook page. Everyone has one now. But we also have a website. You could go to the eastcoastwings.com website and find our specific link. We're open from Sunday to Thursday from 11 to 10, and then on Friday and Saturday 11 to 11. So we don't try and stay open too late, because we are a family restaurant.
Great. Well, John Hearns with East Coast Wings and Grill, thank you so much for having us on this show. We can't wait to try the food. I may take a nap.
Laura's going to do the rest of the show herself, and I'm going to enjoy the entrees here.
It's going to be an interesting show since I'm going to be sleeping and you're going to be eating.
Well, I'll get you a nice beer or wine to wash it down from our full bar as well.
Bob will need probably some milk for that insanity wing.
Yes.
That's right, yes. John, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
And when we come back with more of your CZ from East Coast Wings and Grill, we're going to have the big reveal and tell you who this year's recipient is of the Distinguished Leadership Award. Please stay with us. And welcome back to your Kingsport Chamber Zone on location from a very popular and a very crowded East Coast Wings and Grill here on Stone Drive.
Well, and for 32 years, which is almost as long as I've been alive, the Kingsport leaders, just kidding, the Kingsport leadership programs of your Kingsport Chamber of Commerce have been giving life to community dreams by producing fabulous leaders for this community. It is truly what makes our community so great. Here now to talk to us more about the leadership programs as well as reveal, drum roll please, the recipient of the Distinguished Leadership Award this year are Vanessa Bennett and Mary Margaret Denton. Vanessa Bennett is the Director of Operations and of the Kingsport Leadership Programs. Vanessa, welcome.
Thank you.
Mary Margaret Denton, don't tell anybody that she is the recipient of this year's Distinguished Leadership Award, but it's our secret.
And she doesn't even know, so she's keeping it secret. So.
Mary Margaret, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course, we want to talk about Mary Margaret, her great accomplishments, and that great award. Before we get to that, though, give us an overview of the Leadership Kingsport Program.
Well, it does develop leaders to build our community dreams. Our main goal is to develop friendships that last a lifetime. I still have some of my best friends in my class, and now I'm making new ones as I'm leading the program. We give them opportunities to be able to serve in our community and just open the door for them so they can in turn help us as well.
It's about a 9 or 10 month program, Vanessa,
Correct.
they go through. So tell us a little bit about that and what you hope each class participant takes away from Leadership Kingsport at the end of their year.
It is a 9-month program. Each day is focused on a different topic, such as health care, one day's education, one day's government. We actually go to Nashville to study about state government. We want them to take away that they are leaders, they are our future in serving on our boards, our organizations. We want to give them the opportunity to help us as well.
And you have a huge number of Leadership Kingsport alumni here tonight at the Kingsport Chamber After Hours. So tell us about that event and how those alumni are giving back to the community.
We're wanting to start doing more events with our alumni. Thank you to East Coast Wings tonight for hosting our first one for this year. They're excited about that. The alumni are our doctors, our business owners, our attorneys. They're the ones that are leading the community. They're so good mentors to our current class members and to engage other people to participate in the program as well.
Well, and obviously a great example of our fabulous alumni would be Mary Margaret, who of course is this year's recipient of the Distinguished Leadership Award. She's so deserving of that. She's held our the trust of our community and deservedly so, for a long time. So talk to us about why Mary Margaret was the recipient of the award.
Well, her education and her career path was amazing, but her servant leadership, what she volunteered her time, she has that servant heart, and that's exactly what the Distinguished Leadership Award is all about. And I had to make notes because I just could not leave out some of these.
It's a lot of notes for all she's done.
It is. Yes. The things that kind of jumped out at me, I did not realize until I knew more about her. She was one that helped develop Contact Concern Hotline. Bob, we've worked with that board. She developed that. She's a former Junior League president. She was in the first class of Leadership Kingsport, which that just made me happy.
Congratulations.
Many projects for children's advocacy, Friends of Allendale, Friends in Need, the Wilmot Foundation Board, Kingsport Garden Club, Speedway's Children's Charities, and this is only the short list. If you can't tell what a servant heart she has, she's the perfect choice for this year's award.
She's fabulous.
Oh, absolutely. Mary Margaret, congratulations on this most deserved honor, the Distinguished Leadership Award. So tell us what this accolade means to you.
Well, I've seen many people get this award since the very first one that was given, and I am just very honored that I would be chosen to receive the award. It's great recognition. I know there are many other people who are just as deserving, but I appreciate that this year you chose me to receive it, and it's just a very heartfelt thank you I give to everybody for honoring me in this way.
I think it was an easy choice.
Can you not see why she was, it's obvious why she was chosen. Well, Mary Margaret, of course the Leadership Kingsport program depends on its alumni to sort of champion the program, encourage others to participate. So if you were going to talk to somebody about why they should apply to the program, what would you tell them?
Well, speaking from my own personal experience, I think it was one of the most beneficial things that I've ever done to give me a broad perspective of the community from all levels of it: government, volunteerism, healthcare, education. You get to meet the leaders in all of these fields, and I think it just makes you feel more an integral part of your community, and it helps you decide what things you're really interested in and where you would like to give your time and effort.
Absolutely. Great points. And so, Vanessa, for people who want more information, they want to become a servant leader just like what Mary Margaret has done, where do they get that?
You can visit our website at kingsportchamber.org, or you can actually come see us at our office downtown Kingsport.
And also have a Facebook presence as well. So
absolutely. Kingsport Chambers, and on Twitter.
Yes, they're social.
Absolutely.
We are social.
Well, Vanessa Bennett with your Kingsport Chamber of Commerce and Mary Margaret Denton, this year's recipient of the Leadership Kingsport Distinguished Leadership Awards.
Secret.
We're getting ready to give it to her, so keep it quiet. Congratulations again, and thanks for all you all are doing for leadership in Kingsport.
Thank you.
As you all heard, Mary Margaret was a part of the Wellmont Foundation. Well, coming up, we have two more people who are going to talk about the importance of the Wellmont Foundation and how you can help a very important project that will benefit the NICU at Holston Valley Medical Center right after this. And welcome back to this edition of the Kingsport Chamber Zone on location from East Coast Wings and Grill.
Holston Valley Medical Center's neonatal intensive care unit has literally given life to more than 9,000 babies in the past 26 years. And while this state-of-the-art NICU is recognized as one of the best in the nation, it's now time to equip it for the next generation of babies. Here now to tell you how you can help with this very critical, important effort are Clay Ralston and Jimmy Miller. Clay is the Director of Community Support for the Wellmont Foundation, and Jimmy is a partner with the law firm of Hunter Smith and Davis, and like me has a very personal invested interest in this campaign. So Clay and Jimmy, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Also happy to announce that I'm proud to be a member of the NICU Next Generation campaign at Wellmont Foundation with you all.
Congratulations.
We're going to talk all about that very important effort, but before we do, Clay, just highlight the Holston Valley Medical Center's NICU and how life-giving it has been for 26 years now.
Great. Well, just a few facts about the NICU at Holston Valley. The one thing is that we've been really blessed in this community to have the NICU in place since 1986. So that's a long time, and we were really kind of one of the first hospitals in the state to have this kind of great capability. I mean, if you look at the NICU today, we have the ability to accommodate babies that are as young as 26 weeks old.
Wow.
And as light as 15 ounces when they're born.
Gosh.
So great, we have a great capability here. And it's just great that we have this kind of capability. If you look at a group of children in our area, just in any setting, you can probably be sure that 1 out of 10 of those children has been through a NICU unit. Now you couple that with the fact that you have children that are there many times for weeks, if not months. You can see how we've got this growing need to kind of expand our capabilities and our capacities at Holston Valley. So we're looking forward to embarking on this.
And just for those who may not be familiar with the NICU acronym, will you tell us what that means?
Yes, that's great. Yeah, I didn't know. I thought Bob might do the full name.
That's right.
But when we say NICU, we mean the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit at Holston Valley.
So the babies.
Does that help, Laura?
That's perfect.
Yes,
the babies who need the extra care. Well, as Bob mentioned, of course, you have this fundraising campaign that you just started, the NICU Next Generation campaign. Tell us about that.
Yes. So as we look at the next generation, really what we want to do is we want to prepare for this next generation of miracle babies. All right, that's what we call when they come through the unit. So if you look at the project itself, it's a $2.5 million project that we really want to embark on, and we need the community support to do this. But if you look at it, we want to expand, we want to innovate, and we want to relocate the NICU. Now, we want to expand because what we need to do is we're targeting to double the floor space per baby in the NICU unit. And really that's going to allow us to accommodate the parents that need to be at the bedside a little bit more comfortably, and you can imagine how important that would be.
Sure.
We also want to kind of renovate and innovate. We want to have a more modern layout in the NICU, and that's going to help us to accommodate the varying levels of illnesses that come through the NICU, but we also want to be able to accommodate some of the newer technology that we actually want to put in the NICU too. Now, we also want to relocate. So what we want to do is more logically locate the NICU beside the birthing center on the 3rd floor, where it makes much more sense, and truthfully, parents will be much more comfortable when that takes place. So that's the project in a nutshell.
Okay.
Well, as I said in the intro, I could go on and on about the NICU. Our son Higgs was in there for a week, and just phenomenal job. And Jimmy, like me, the NICU is very close to your heart. You have a very personal interest in this. Tell us about that.
I do. Well, I joined the world of grandmotherhood earlier this year. Our daughter had twins about 6 months ago. They came a month early. They came quick. They're 1 minute apart.
Wow.
And they were born on the 3rd floor. And there was Dr. Martin, and the NICU nurses were there. And they took them straight from the delivery down to the NICU. Miller Allen stayed there 14 days, and Mabel Claire was there 17 days. And I cannot tell you how well they were treated, and Dr. Powers and Dr. Lael and Dr. Martin were wonderful, but the nurses too. But I can attest to some of the things that you're talking about. You said to accommodate the parents. The grandparents were there, so first grandchildren on both sides. So the grandparents were there, and we would, there would be curtains that would provide privacy, but you would be sort of shoulder to shoulder.
They're absolutely the best. You're right, Jimmy. And a great way, Clay, that people can help with this very important endeavor is to donate. And a great way to donate is to attend your upcoming fundraising event this Christmas season, A Night of Holiday Miracles, on Friday, December 5th. Tell us about that fun event.
Well, I would be glad to. We're really looking forward to the December 5th event. Now, that's going to happen in Meadowview, just so you know. And I know it's October now, but I'd like for you to go ahead and visualize with me, okay? Let's do a little visualization while we're
Have
here.
a little dream music.
Yes. So visualize yourself kind of strolling down a storybook, old-time village at Christmas time, okay? And as you're strolling, you're hearing live carolers caroling. And as you're doing the strolling through the carols and the village, there happens to be just fantastic food from the village that you can partake of and sample as you go through. So you can sample and stroll, but also you're going to be able to sample some great items that will be there. You'll be able to sample a special microbrew, which will be there from the Sleepy Owl Brewery, okay? You'll also be able to sample some wines from the Reedy Creek Vineyards. You'll even be able to sample some moonshine from the East Tennessee Distillery.
Laura's in now, so
Yes.
Yeah, that's my style.
But you'll also be able to sample some tasty morsels from Chocolate Elegance.
Now he's talking.
And then as you continue your strolling, you'll have an opportunity to place a bid for some of the very nice seasonal decorations that you'll see through a silent auction. And you'll also be able to place a bid for a very elegantly decorated Christmas tree that you're going to see with the Lamplight Theater's Festival of Trees. So you can see all of the neat things that will be involved with the evening. We want it to be festive, very festive, but yet casual. But really the neat part of it is being able to kind of take away the joy of the fact knowing that all the proceeds from the event goes to directly support this next generation campaign for the NICU. So a night of festivities, of being casual, but giving to your community as well.
Well, the name of the event is just perfect, a night of holiday miracles, because the NICU really does create a number of miracles every day, doesn't it?
It does. It's just kind of neat that as a community we're coming together and we're providing that capability for a little more of those little miracles to come into our community. So that's what's great about the whole thing, right?
Well, Jimmy, if people wanted to attend a night of holiday miracles, where do they get the tickets for? How much are the tickets? How does that work?
The tickets are $100, and I guess one thing I would add about the night or the event is that you could even Christmas shop, because we're going to have a lot of silent auction items, and as it turns out, they're not all holiday or decorations.
Right, sure.
So you might get some good shopping, and you get to shop and make a donation all at the same. So that'll be a good thing. And I've seen the list of some of the items, and so I just think it'll be a fun night. So we're looking forward to it, and the Chamber Foundation, or not the Chamber Foundation, the Wellmont Foundation will be where the tickets can be purchased.
Okay.
The committee, I think we've got a good committee, maybe more than 24 people, so
That's
hopefully
great.
you're hearing about it in the community. But I would just call the Wellmont Foundation office, and Clay, I bet you know that number, 230-8592?
I think that's right, but I also know the website address. So if you went to the WellmontFoundation.org, you will also be able to see all that information too. So for those that are internet inclined.
So WellmontFoundation.org for the NICU Next Generation campaign. Tickets are also available. We'll be selling them at your Kingsport Chamber of Commerce, downtown Kingsport, so you can get those there as well. So Jimmy Miller and Clay Ralston with the Wellmont Foundation and the NICU Next Generation campaign, thanks for joining us, and thanks for all you're doing for this very important effort and what you do to give life and hope to babies each and every day in our region.
Thank you both. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Stay tuned, because when we come back, we're finally going to sample all of this food right after this.
This one's mine.
Stop. No.
Well, it is so crowded and so busy here at East Coast Wings and Grill that the best place they've given us here is outside the kitchen doors.
But that's perfect for me, because I like to eat.
It is, yes. We're closer to the food. And you can see the huge crowd here at your Kingsport Chambers after hours behind us. And that's because the food here and the service absolutely phenomenal at East Coast Wings and Grill. We want to thank the great team here at East Coast Wings and Grill for hosting your CZ and your Kingsport Chambers after hours tonight, and the great team at Charter Media for producing our show.
And don't forget to find out what's going on in Kingsport. You can always check out the Kingsport Chambers website, kingsportchamber.org. If you're feeling social, they are as well, so you can like them on Facebook, you can follow them on Twitter, give them a call, they'd love to hear from you, 392-8800, or just drop by, they're at 400 Clinchfield.
And don't forget to help support the Holston Valley Medical Center's NICU Next Generation campaign as part of the Wellmont Foundation, a very important effort for our region's babies. The Night of Holiday Miracles is Friday, December 5th at 6:30 p.m. at the Meadowview Marriott. You can find tickets at WellmontFoundation.org, or just simply call or go by your Kingsport Chamber of Commerce.
And it's hard to believe, but Christmas is just around the corner, which means it's time for the Kingsport Christmas Parade. Yay!
And I need to make my list.
Saturday. Right. Saturday, November 22nd, downtown Kingsport. The parade kicks off at 3:30, and we will be hosting it.
Looking forward to seeing Santa and all of the floats come by. And until our next visit together on the Kingsport Chamber Zone, we are Bob and Laura, reminding you to please be loyal
and buy local. Have a great week.